welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi, and I've got some quick 3 updates for you. We have gotten news of the FA inquiring about another Ghanaian midfielder. He's called Nartey. His big brother, Nicholas, has gotten a call up to the Danish national team. I wanted to do this video because he turned Ghana down. We'll be looking at the details of it. We'll also be talking about the Ghana Black Star squad. An update has come on the composition of the squad. Henry Asante has stated that Osu would most likely be sticking to the core of the team for this international friendly versus Japan and South Korea. That being said, the first batch of team members, the advanced team, have already left the shores of Ghana to Japan for that Kirin Challenge Cup game. We'll also talk about the story of a young man who has passed away. His name is Ransford Osu. I'm sure you've heard the news about Ransford, justice for Ransford. Well, he was a victim of sexual abuse. We'll be looking at the details from the Ministry of Gender and also from the Ghana Police Service. Unfortunate incident that happened this year. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. Our football merchandise links are in the description. Be sure to purchase our merch. It goes a long way to help the channel bring you more content. And as the World Cup is coming, we need your support in that respect. I'll start off from the camp of the Ghana Black Stars, who are preparing for that Kirin Challenge Cup and also that international friendly versus South Korea. Now, Henry Asante, the communications director, has been giving updates on the squad. He said that on Friday, the advanced team left the shores of Ghana to Japan to prepare the grounds and probably do the necessary work for the team before they arrive. The rest of the players, if there are any locally based players involved, will leave the shores of Ghana on Sunday, and then the subsequent team will arrive in Japan on Monday and Tuesday. There will be hopefully 3 training sessions before the game itself is played. Osu has not yet released the squad, and Henry has assured us that the squad will be released by this weekend. Some last minute changes are happening and they need to have it sorted out. He spoke about the composition of the team, and said that it will be included in the squad. Included in the squad will be a core of the players, with other players being given opportunities. Let's have a listen to him commenting on the squad that Osu is expected to name in the coming days.
As we speak, I don't know. I haven't seen who is in the team and who is not in the team, but I think that as much as possible, the coach would like to continue his rebuilding exercise by keeping a core of the team. It helps in team bonding, team building, consistency as well. And from now to June, it's quite a long time in football, but unfortunately we do not have too many games, to test ourselves, because after this window, the only official or formal international window will be next year March, and that's quite a long time. And then after that, we may not play again until the 2 weeks leading to the tournament. So as much as possible, you would like to keep the core of the team together. But like I said, I haven't seen the squad list, and I am not in the position to comment any further.
So you had Henry Asante there. In the coming days, we should expect a squad that will be composed of the core of the players. And there's no surprise there, because you don't expect the spine of the team to not be there. We do not have a lot of time or chances to play games as well, because as you already know, we are not going to be at the African Cup of Nations. And I said that not being at the African Cup of Nations is going to cost us. I've said it already. A competitive environment in which you can try the players out and see how well they will cope with everything would have been the best place. We would have seen Benjamin Asari in a very, very competitive environment. Not to say the qualifiers were not competitive, but this would have been a step further up, we would have seen players we have not seen in an African Cup of Nations before. So it's a miss. So yeah, we do not have a lot of chances. The next international break will be in March. Then 2 weeks to the tournament, we'll have to play a game or friendlies ahead of the competition. We do not have much time as we think in terms of football because of the calendar and how it is positioned. So a lot of things need to be done in this window that will help the need or reduce the need for us to have more friendly games. So I think that the squad not being out is not a real much of a bother to me. Let them do what they need to do. We've been giving a deadline. I think that we should wait and see how that deadline unfolds, and hopefully we get players who would help us in the World Cup itself and in subsequent international friendlies. Talking about players that would help us, the Ghanaian midfielder who is Danish Ghanaian midfielder, his big brother Nicholas Nartey. Noah Nartey is the younger brother of Nicholas, and Noah is the one who has been approached by the Ghana Football Association. He revealed it here in this interview and spoke about Ghana being interested in him. As a place of record here, I wanted to put it on record so that sometime in the future, which we've seen happen before, when he expresses interest in Ghana, we know that we approached him and he said no to us. He plays for Brøndby, and he has said that the Ghana Football Association reached out to the young midfielder. He's 20 years old now. But Noah Nartey is focusing solely on appearing in red and white, which is the Danish national team. He said this after Friday's training session in Brøndby. Of course, there is something with Ghana, and there has been contact. But what I am focused on is playing for Denmark and qualifying for every important and great European competition. So he has said that they just made contact. They know I am from Ghana and can play for them. So of course, there's been little talk. But my focus is on Denmark. It is Denmark that I have represented my entire life, and it is them that I will continue to represent. So yeah, he has clearly emphatically stated that it is Denmark he wants to play for. His big brother has gotten a call up to the national team, and at the age of 20 years, it's only a matter of time before he also gets his chance to play for the Danish national team. The FA have done their bit in approaching him and trying to lure him to Ghana, but he has said he is focused on getting a call up to the Danish national team. He's played with Denmark all his life, and fair to him, how are we the ones to try to persuade him to change his mind? And I am talking about this not to give some sort of attention to him, but this is a place of records. We can always come back to videos and look at things in the past. This player, and I'm not saying that will happen, if sometime in the future decides to change his mind, because it's only a fool that doesn't have a change of heart and comes to say that he wants to play for us, well, I think we'll know where our standing is. Because as Otuado said, players that we chased as far back as 2021, and they did not take our calls, or they did not heed us or listen to us or give us the time of day, he doesn't feel that we should be interested in them. We should probably have some pride as a country. And Noah, congratulations to you. We wish you all the very best on this frontier. My final story is a really, really sad one, and I've been hesitating on whether to report on it. But I think it is necessary to talk about it. It's about a youngster called Ransford Osu. Yeah. The Ministry of Gender and Children and Social Protection has released an update on the 16-year-old footballer who has passed away because of sexual abuse. And now the findings of the ministry are as follows. Now, preliminary reports indicate that the victim, Ransford Osu, had been under the care of the coach for the past 3 years. Unknown to his mother, he had been allegedly been subjected to sexual abuse during that period. Now, per the records, the victim had been receiving medical care since December 2024 and was later admitted to the Confanocho Teaching Hospital for medical treatment. But unfortunately, he passed on. The management of Siano Soccer Academy, where he was, has suspended the coach and pledged full cooperation with the law enforcement agencies to ensure that justice is served. We empathize deeply with the bereaved family, the ministry said. That crime has no expiry date and therefore remains committed to seeking justice for the young man who has passed away. When she assumed office in February 2025, the ministry says that the office engaged the Ghana Football Association on the matter to ensure accountability and stronger child protection mechanism within the football sector. Following this engagement, the Siano Soccer Academy, in addition to suspending the coach, temporarily closed their facilities pending investigations. Thereafter, the ministry, through the Orange Support Center and the Domestic Violence Secretariat, conducted investigation with the Amasaman Dofsu and later referred the matter to the Greater Accra Regional Dofsu. So this young man was at a soccer academy for the past 3 years. He was being sexually abused by the male coach, and he suffered an infection, or he was seeking medical care due to that sexual abuse, and unfortunately he passed away due to that. The coach is under investigation. According to a good friend of mine, the coach is in the wind, but they are cooperating fully with the authorities to bring him to book. This is quite sad. We heard the story about the young man who was lured into Ghana from Senegal and kidnapped and later killed. We also heard the story, this one here, happening in Ghana for the past 3 years, sexual abuse, all under a soccer academy. The young ones are being taken advantage of because of dreams and that they want to pursue. I'm not a parent yet, but let's really watch our kids as parents, because it's a scary world out there. It's unfortunate that this has happened to this young man and he has lost his life because of that. It's really painful. It is. The mother is in pains, and I can only imagine what they are all going through right now. And that is how I end it for today. Talking to you about the Black Stars squad update. Henry Asanchum has given an update in that respect. The squad will be named later this week, by the end of the weekend. We'll talk about the squad. Hopefully it will be out by then. I've also been talking to you about Nartey turning down the Black Stars approach, and also Ransford. Yeah. Our deepest condolences. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.